It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers on Thursday night primetime.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from LA. Marvin Mims now to return it. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Stopped by Deion Henley. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Broke through the tackle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
He finds McConkey, and he works this to the 38 before going down. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You know what I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This a 48-yard look for him. Brown's kick is up and good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. This return makes it up to the 25. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run, it's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down, now they're gonna have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Broncos pushing for points. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route complete.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw again. Nix. That's caught for the first. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Nix with it on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rockies tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Johnston brings it in.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 41. Completed here to Johnston. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now Herbert again. Completed over the middle. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's Herbert once more. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Herbert to throw once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Brown's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. That is the halfway point here on Thursday night. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the 2nd half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Sticking with Edwards here. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. To the air this time. Herbert gets this to McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and it brings up an LA first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this 3rd down. They're in the dime. He'll throw it. This is reeled in by Edwards. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looking to throw. This ball's cut by Palmer. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Broken up by a big guy at the line. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Complete to Mims. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chargers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away. But that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Bronk, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And he's brought down after a short gain. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running behind center with Edwards. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Handoff headed right, it's Edwards. And he's brought down for a loss. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All right, here we go, second down. They'll try the right side with Edwards. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. on first, it's second down. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Bronco and everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.